our first ship. I was on the Taney, was in Alameda, then we got the Acushnet. After about 2 or 3, 4 months after I became in the Coast Guard, and they got it from the Navy, and it was here on the West Coast. They wanted to take it to the East Coast, so they put together a skeleton crew to take that ship to the East Coast. Well, our CO on the Taney was told to put his most talented, he claims, his most talented ensign was supposed to be assigned to the Acushnet, and he picked me. And he said, I don't want to lose you, but that's what my orders are, to give the Acushnet, they're going to have a skeleton crew, and one of them going to be a brand new ensign. You've only been out of the academy 6 months, and now you're going to go on the Acushnet. And that was good. But anyway, we had a commander and about 4 watch officers, a couple, we had 2 or 3 engineering officers, and then about 30, 35 people instead of 65 or 70. So it was a skeleton crew.
What was your seniority on that ship?
I was ensign. I was brand new.
Brand new, so.
I was brand new.
A lot of guys would have to fall overboard before you were in command.
That's right. I wasn't going to be in command of that ship ever. But it was a good duty because we towed another ship, the Yamacraw, and we took it through the canal. I got a lot of experience on that ship. They made me commissary officer, and then they didn't give me any cooks. So we really struggled. Fortunately, the captain had a steward who was a cook, and he helped us. And I got my cooks by lining the people up on the dock, and I said, you and you and you are the cooks. That's the way we got our cooks.
So a skeleton crew includes no cooks?
We didn't have any cooks. I don't think we had any cooks.
How long did it take you to get from Alameda to Maine?
I think it was about 3 weeks. We lost. We sailed down the West Coast. We lost the tow oh, come on, there's a stormy area down there right along the coast where you sail through this area frequently. It's the meeting of several seas, and it can be ordinary. We lost the tow in there. So for a couple of days we were fighting that, picking up the tow again, and without it going aground, and so forth. It was an exciting trip. And then of course we went into the Panama Canal, and we sailed through the canal, I had this steward that was really saved the day for me, and because I was not a cook, I know nothing about cooking. My cookbook was for 50 people, and these guys didn't know how to fix something that was a lesser amount than 50, so I had to do all the math, tell them how this is just fun stuff that happened as part of my training as becoming an officer. But it was good experience. And of course, while I was sailing through the Panama Canal, your mom was leaving the West Coast and she went back to Iowa, to where the family was. And then when I got to the East Coast, I went out and picked her up and brought her to, but she was pregnant. So she drove across country with her sister to Iowa